No, George wants to come in now and then...
Yeah, thanks. I just wanted to ask, thank you, you've been very clear. The dilemma for the UK space sector, it seemed to me, in a global race with China and America is work out a niche. What does the UK do? And it seemed to me that Europe was going to build a constellation. We could be a provider through OneWeb of some of the bits of technology. But it also seemed to me that our leadership in the city, in finance, in regulation, in law, was a major USP. The global commercial space economy ain't going to want to be headquartered in Beijing, Moscow, or probably Washington. It needs a safe home, which is why I set up that Earth Space Sustainability Initiative. Tell me, you've been involved, Seraphim's been a great success. It was Lloyd's of London insured the first satellites. It's the biggest insurer of satellites. London is still a major financier of space. How quickly do you see this dilemma that you've described in terms of the industrial supply chain? Does it risk our role and leadership in finance and insurance as well, in those other London-based sovereign soft services, if you like?
Yes. All of this is at risk at the moment. One of the things that puts it at risk is the sheer scale of what's happening in other places. So let's look at SpaceX and its rumoured flotation. That has set alight the valuations of a lot of the new space companies which are already in profit in Europe because people realise how valuable these space businesses are. SpaceX's valuation is greater than the size of the UK economy for its flotation, potentially. It is larger as a valuation that they're putting on it potentially for a flotation than all of the US defence companies combined that exist today. So we are looking at a huge company that has been created because it's captured 80% of the entire launch market globally, and the launch market is exploding because satellites are doing more and more of the things for us above us than they've ever done before, and we are in the process of fully industrializing in space. There's an industrial revolution going on up there. We're putting data centers up. The first one is about to go up, and if we can move data centers outside the planet, that's a huge environmental leap forward. Space Solar, a British company, is currently, again, struggling with government to get anywhere, but trying its best to raise the money for its very unique and brilliant space solar technology to produce solar power for the Earth, for the planet Earth.
I think I'm hearing you say that we cannot rely on the fact that we've been historically an insurer regulator of if we're not investing in the technologies and the supply chain.
If we don't have an industry here, these functions that exist in the UK at the moment, for instance, Seraphim finds it pretty hard in current circumstances to raise money because the UK stock market, although it looks like it's on an all-time high, our pensioners are redeeming, what was it last year, 50 billion out of the stock market, and therefore smaller companies are not able to raise finance on the smaller new stock markets like AIM. And I think that all of this is a holistic problem. So when you look at UK as an investment centre for space, we have the best investment company in space here, but we're very small now.